Welcome to Curiosity Public Dutch.
Jules.
Delightful Dylan with a song of happiness.
Without smiling.
Yeah, you look very happy, Dylan. But you should be happy because you're our reigning champion in the middleweight class.
Middle proof.
Of our Bourbon Contender series. That's right. Welcome to round 2 of the middleweight class here at Curiosity Public's Bourbon Contender series. In the last round, spoiler alert, Dylan won. If you haven't already seen that, pop up a link so you can see round 1. You already know what won, which was Dylan's pick, which was the Weller Foolproof. Now for round 2, if you've already seen our welterweight video, we are putting a handicap on whoever the winner was, and they do not get to see the 2 challengers.
Yeah, for the next round.
For the next round, Jules and I have both picked contenders that are going to go up against the Weller Foolproof. Dylan doesn't know what they are. In fact, right now, Dylan's going to leave, right? He hasn't even said a word, doesn't even care about what's going on here. And Jules and I, once Dylan gets in the soundproof booth at the end of the hallway there, we're going to tell you guys what we picked. Jules.
All right, so here we go. I figure we'll have some fun with Mr. Dylan.
Jules' pick.
Yeah, let's get that on the Zoom.
A fan favorite here.
Yeah.
Many people really like this. And it was a gift.
Gift.
From Dylan to Jules.
Exactly. So I'm giving it back.
My choice is...
Although I like the...
This is a brand that Dylan doesn't like to like.
Yeah.
And since this is no holds barred, I figured, you know what? Let's pull this out. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
15 years old, 100 proof. Mm-mm. So, you know, we are a little bit of a lower proof, both of us. But hey, I think it'll be all right.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to get these poured and labeled. I'm going to pour them. Jules is going to label them. Dylan will have no idea what these 2 are. We'll get them off the table before he comes back in. And we'll be back to Taste Blind.
All right, guys.
See you in a jiffy. Back. We've got everything poured and labeled with a sticker, so we got the answer keys. Again, this is the middleweight, and we didn't actually have Jules run through the weight classes, so why don't you do that real quick?
Right. So in the the Contender series at Curiosity Public, we got 3 classes of proofs. Yeah. Welter goes from 80 to 99 proof. Middle, if you're 100 to 119, and heavy at 120 and up.
And we are in the middleweight, and we are going to get ready to sip on this. Okay. And Dylan, you want to ring that bell?
Ding, ding.
Want to ring the bell? All right. Ding, ding.
We've had some time to taste. We've written down our notes. We've tried to figure out which one we liked the best. We're going to venture guesses, of course, as well to embarrass ourselves. You know, a lot of the times we come out of these and say it was hard, but I don't think I've ever been as at sea as I am right now. Like, I literally I still don't know which one's my favorite.
These are hard, dude. These are
Yeah, but sometimes I can come away, I'm like, okay, I think I have a good guess for what's what at least. I don't even have that. Like, I really don't. I don't know how to go for you
That's
guys.
pretty much me every time I do this stuff. So welcome to my world.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, so I just go into it?
No, Dylan, what was your reaction overall?
Yeah, so I think the issue is that there was a really nice, all 3 are pretty good. And all 3 had this foundation of grape. And it really made it hard because they're all very pleasant flavors. And it kind of melted with one another. Now, here's the thing. I feel like one of them, and I don't know, I could be completely wrong, but one of them seemed like it was aged longer. The finish on one of them was that was what we could that's what I could distinguish. I could say, okay, These other ones, finish not as long. This one, okay, this one goes, further than the other ones. And then I kept talking about this orange one, the orange. This is like this weird tinge of BO. And I mean, it's
only on the nose.
Man, it smells good, but now I'm like second guessing.
The orange one is what throws it off.
Yeah, right?
Like everything else off after that. So it's like I almost always
really
pushed
made it
it
hard.
to the end. Yeah.
All right, well, let's get into this, guys. Let's start with our discussion of the aroma, the nose. Very, very hard. Very, very hard. Ultimately, I do think I had a favorite.
Really?
I think I kind of slightly picked the blue. I thought it was kind of a pleasant nose. The other ones were okay, but the orange one was hit or miss. Like sometimes it smelled fine. Other times I got something kind of sour.
Yeah.
Yes.
The green was pretty good. Also, I did like the nose on the green. So it would be between the green and the blue, but I think I picked the blue overall.
Wow. Exactly the same analysis. Green and blue stood out the most for me in terms of I was getting a more like floral bouquet presentation. Orange, yeah. Times where it was off-putting. I also put sour, and but then at other times too, I could tease out other elements. So it's like, what was really happening? So I really couldn't tell. I did land though on blue being my favorite on the nose.
Okay, so favorite blue.
Okay.
No.
The blue and the green stood out.
Yeah.
Again, when I was tasting it, one of them tasted like it was beyond 10 years, at the very least. 12, maybe even 15. The other two tasted like 7 to 8 in terms of the age. The blue had, it all got messed up later, but then I go back to the blue because it had that little touch of honey that started everything. And so that was really pleasant. That really put it over the edge. The orange felt like it's either finished or there's some weird stave in there, and I don't know, like something, or the glass is tainted. I don't know, or like Jules put his finger in there or something.
Probably,
I don't know. The green I thought had the longer finish, and again, I don't know if it melded together, but I felt like the green. I'm thinking 12 to 15 years or something.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into our discussion of the palate, the flavors we got when we actually tasted it. I went back and forth so many times.
Yeah.
I seriously, I could not get a handle on the flavors here. I tasted it, I'd taste again, it tasted different. And I think Dylan hit it on the head. I think there's one or two of these where the finish is really long, and it really affects the flavors of the others when you try it.
Right.
Yeah.
I was cleansing my palate, I was eating crackers, I was drinking water, trying to take the time, and it still was lingering, some of these finishes. So I don't want to go first.
I'll go first. So speaking of that, I mean,
Shouldn't I go first though?
Okay, go ahead.
Because I have to guess, right?
No, just say your favorite, and then I'll just say,
Then you
my
go.
pick.
You can go. It doesn't matter then.
yeah, exactly.
Let's process.
So from a palette perspective, yeah, I mean, I really honed down on green and blue the most. Again, I was getting just a better presentation and experience out of those. Orange, I couldn't even write anything down as a descriptor. Just because it was a mixed bag, honestly. And I couldn't tell if one was impacting over the other. Ultimately, I did settle on blue being my favorite on the palette because the bouquet at the finish was just nicer. Green. So that led me to think I think this might be older. Green, I still enjoyed, but it definitely felt younger compared to blue.
Interesting.
And then orange just couldn't even really analyze. Yeah.
Dylan?
So again, blue green stood out. I picked ultimately blue as my favorite palette and overall.
Oh, we have a winner.
It's the honey. It's that the literal touch of honey on my tongue that made it really nice, and it distinguished itself.
Yeah.
The green also had that. Also had a honey. Also had the grape. That's why it was really challenging. And I was trying to figure out why is it that one of the liquors had such a long finish. Because of the age. I'm gonna be shocked if you guys pulled some 18-year or some 20-year thing, but it's got to be over 10 years, 12, 15 even, maybe. The orange. The problem with this is I thought this was tainted in some way. I don't know if it's you guys are punking me because you guys are using some kind of maker's stave, French stave or something like that. That's why I'm having some trouble. And whatever. Anyway, so that was my conclusion.
All right. Well, it is unanimous because I did ultimately pick blue after a lot of back and forth. So
I think this is a first.
Yeah, I know. I think of these it is. Well, no,
Yeah, that's unanimous.
I think we picked the last round was. Anyway, I can't
We'll
remember.
find out. Check the tapes.
As far as the other ones, it's really strange. I had a pretty consistent experience with green, which was pretty good. I liked it, but it was oaky. I did detect the age like Dylan did. It was a little bit. I don't know. It was good. I liked it. The orange one was really just the anomaly. Like there were some times where I tasted it and I was like, oh wait, that's really good. And then I'd come back to it a second later and be like, oh wait, no, this is horrible. So it was kind of chaotic in my head, and I couldn't really put my finger on it. I don't know why. And let's get into our guesses.
Yeah, so I have to start then.
You don't have to, but if you go ahead.
Yeah, I'll start so that it's easier for you guys, right? Or no, it's not. Who cares? I thought the blue is the Weller foolproof. I'm gonna say this is the Weller foolproof. I'm gonna say green, which is my second. I'm gonna say it's Calumet 15.
Oh.
And then the orange, I'm gonna say Maker's Mark Private Select.
Whoa.
Interesting choices. All right, Jules, you can just say your guess or my guess,
exactly.
and we'll reveal them in a minute.
Well, I did, since I landed on blue, I do think blue was Dylan's pick.
The Weller foolproof.
Yeah. Green, I thought was my pick. And then orange was Dutch's pick.
I'm pretty much in lockstep with Jules here, except I'm going to swap our picks because I have a feeling. But I agree. I think the blue is the Weller. Between the green and the orange, it's really weird. I mean, I know what they are.
Right.
And in my head, I can't figure out which one's which. I really can't.
No flavor memory.
I did ultimately just because I didn't like the orange as much as that it was your pick. So I'll say orange is Jules' pick, green is my pick.
So I will say I thought the orange was Jules, and I thought the green was Dutch.
I don't know. I really have no idea here. So let's get our answers. Or do you want to see what do we reveal the bottles first, or reveal the winner first?
No, let's do the winner.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's reveal the winner.
I mean, that's a surprise anyway.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So the winner was blue,
This should
which
be
was
no surprise. Surprise.
blue was column 1, which was reigning champion and still champion Weller foolproof. No surprise to any of
No
us.
surprise.
I think we could all identify it, and it was the best.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's get into. Do we have?
Now-
Did we end up ranking them? We did. So blue was green was second.
Green was second, right?
For
In
unanimous?
second
Okay.
place, green.
I said this was
Dutch.
Calumet 15.
And I said, it's mine.
Green was
What is it? Okay.
Jules's pick.
Woo!
Remus 5,
Just for this guy.
and then the orange. I'm actually not that surprised. Was my pick.
Oh, brilliant.
This one's gonna really mess with
This is
Dylan's
so
brain.
brilliant.
Barrel 15, gray label.
Oh, no wonder.
Yeah, man.
Really weird.
Weird.
Such a weird experience, dude. What happened?
Yo.
I know. What happened?
It's really weird.
Well, I guess I was kind of right with regards to the age.
And I should have been able to pick up on that because I remember,
the glasses.
the thing that pushed me off of green was the tannic, and I just now
Thought
I
of
remember.
that,
I remember
yeah.
that's one of the reasons I didn't love 5 as much as everybody else was the tannic. But I was kind of in my head. I'm like, well, wait, this should have more tannic, maybe.
Well,
But I don't know.
well done because picking something with a longer finish screwed up.
It did make it hard. I'll say this: it made it hard, but I think we are all able in the end to.
to figure it out.
And we all agreed, so that's pretty interesting.
I thought it was Calumet 15 because I thought I tasted the woody version. Like 16 has less.
Yeah.
15 had more of that wood, and that's why I thought this was it. And then this one I just couldn't figure this out.
Yeah, but there was a dividing line. I mean,
Yeah. That's why I said it was I thought it was a private select or whatever.
So the most expensive one was our least favorite.
Well, there you go.
There you go. Overpriced. All right, Jules, take us out. We'll be back with the round 3 in the future to see
love
if
it.
we can come up with something that'll be the Weller foolproof.
Exactly.
Who can beat Dylan?
Give us suggestions, guys. Tell us in the comments below. Give us a thumbs up, thumbs down. Either way, let us know how you feel about this episode. Subscribe from Reviews Curiosity Public. Hit that bell icon so you get notified whenever we upload a new video. If you want to help us out, please consider buying a t-shirt. Links in the description. Also consider joining Curiosity Private membership program here on YouTube. We're also on Patreon. Check out our podcast on all the major podcast platforms out there. As always, stay safe, stay healthy.
Stay curious.
Who's the winner?
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
That's all that
Seriously.
matters.
Oh, I was sweating though. Because you guys,
That's all
oh
that
man,
matters.
I thought you were gonna pull out some kind of finished product, which would have really messed it up.
I must have switched my guesses 30 times. Like, there were times I thought that this was Weller Foolproof at first, and then I was like,
funny.
oh wait, this is definitely the Remus. Oh wait, no, this is
This was
definitely
really
the Remus.
nice. It was a
Yeah,
nice
dude.
flavor, man.
The tannic, though.
No tannic,
Wow.
just a wood. The
Wow.
finish really screwed it up for me.
I think it's the finish of this one,
Agreed.
the orange. I think what happens, and
It
it's,
smells like
throws it all
it's
off.
delayed.
Yeah.
Dude, it still smells like BO. It's just weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't smell good.
Smell. It doesn't
It's like a
smell
weird
good.
musty oak thing.
No, it's,
you know?
it's in there. So it wasn't the glasses.
Glasses. Glasses. Watches.